Buongiorno, guys. This is the Wednesday lesson of the day on Thursday about deep plane facelifting and aging and why the deep plane facelift treats aging. That's the question about facelifts is why a deep plane, why this, why that? It's because it treats the problem. That's the idea. Now we look at the face, you have these glide planes and you can move them and you can feel them. So you grab your face like this and you have 3 layers there and it moves over the bottom layers. And what happens is those layers here are mobile, but up here they hit a junction zone. Up here they're mobile, right here they hit a junction zone. You can see that junction zone is right over there. That's where there's an attachment from the middle layer down to the deep layer. We call those junction zones or retaining ligaments of the face. Out here there's no retaining ligaments. People call it retaining ligaments, but it's not. Totally incorrect. So these junction zones are retaining ligaments. This lasagna represents your face. And when you look at the face in a layered fashion, it's easier to understand it. So out here you have your pigment in your epidermis. Here's your dermis. So this is what we call layer 1. Over here, we have your fat. This is layer 2. That's what separates your skin from your muscle, which is this one, layer 3. That's what we call the SMAS. And then we have this gliding plane. You see nice and slippery underneath. That's the sauce. Underneath that is bone or usually something else. Okay, now what happens is these 3 layers right here, 1, 2, and 3, they age together. They deflate a little bit, but they age and move together. So they actually move like this big chunk on that outer layer. But there's these fixation zones right here. So what happens as you age is they glide down like this. And you can see that they just age. And this part doesn't look like it ages. This is what we call retaining ligaments. This is the drooping portion or the mobile portion of your face. And you have volume that deflates under here. So if you have more volume, you see you get all these corrugations. Let's say you have more volume, even with drooping under here, it fills out. So that's your layer 2 fat. If you have more volume here in layer 4, it also fills you out. So you lose volume in this layer and this layer, but this layer is the one that's moving, just like that. So the goal in the deep plane is to undergo the muscle, let's say the platysma, release it all the way up to where it's fixated, like this, lift it up, move it back, put it back down. Now, since you have a smaller head, what you end up doing is, as you get older, is you trim off the excess like that. Bada bing, bada boom. Now you have a nice flat surface. If you're able to put volume in here, you get better support, the skin looks better, and then you don't see all the muscle function. Because the muscle, when it moves, it pulls the skin with it. If you have a nice layer 2 in there, it makes it look better. And if it's not in there, it looks dark. So this is, in a nutshell, aging and why the deep plane actually reverses the aging problem.